Hey guys, so welcome to another webinar. And in this one, I want to do something alternative to what I normally do. And because I've spent a little bit more time with people in the chat in the Telegram group, and what I notice is a lot of people have said it's mainly about wanting to learn how to trade, right? And most of the groups they've been joining do not really teach them how to trade. They show them signals and everything. And I have exceeded in that point, which is to show you guys what to do. I'm mainly here for education, you know. I'm not here to give you guys signals or anything. I show you guys the tool and I show you how, to utilize the tool. And I always tell you, you know what, make sure you do your own research. And this is me doing it for educational purpose only. And I still stand by that because I'm doing it right now for educational purpose only. So I'm going to teach you something. And I think this is where most people have it failed in the market. In most instances, what happens is you're not wrong when it comes to the direction. You experience something like, for example, let's say you enter the trade, market went against you a little bit, came into your side, then go against you, and then kick you out, then go for you. You understand? Because majority of the time, if the market is going against you, there's literally a trend. You will know. You can see all these big moves, and you get kicked out, and it will keep going. You understand? But this is where most traders lose it in this consolidation areas that we have right here. And I'm going to show you a way, right, that you can do much better and possibly attain a better result from the way you trade if you just alter these small things in the way you trade. So you might have whatever indicator you're using to trade, your support and resistance, supply and demand, whatever it is. I don't use too many indicators, so I don't really know their names. I think they use Fibonacci and all of that stuff. But whichever indicator you're using, when you get your entry, you have to always plan for money management, which is you need to know where your exit is going to be, and you need to know where your stop loss is going to be, and you need to know what your trailing stop is going to do. Because the market is, let me just lower this music a little bit. The market is dynamic, but we trade it in a static way. I spoke to some of the people on the Telegram group, and they were saying, they have a 1-to-2 ratio or 1-to-3 ratio. That is good, but you're using a static system for a dynamic market because the market is dynamic. It keeps moving. You can't just have it on a static figure 1-to-2 every single time. Sometimes you have to do 1-to-10. You understand? You have to take, you have to have the trade and then take 10 times how much you're risking. And how do you know what that stop loss is going to be or take profit is going to be? There's this tool called ATR. I've shown it to you guys quite a few times, and I mentioned it mostly in a lot of my webinars. And the way I showed you guys how to do it is I always tell you do ATR times, 2 or 1.5 on a 4-hour time frame. The main reason I tell you guys to do that is if you look at it on a daily, for example, it says 136. So that's 136 pips. I know a lot of you view, for example, I've spoken to a lot of people from Nigeria. Some people only have $100. I've spoken to people from India. They say they only have $50. People from Pakistan only have $50 to trade with. So if you guys have that type of, funds to trade with, I wouldn't be telling you to be using this type of stop loss, 136. But in reality, if I really, 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 really want to tell you the truth, that's what you should be doing. And I'll explain why. Now, if I tell you to do the 8 hour and 4 hours, in this case, it's 59 pips, so 60 pips. If you do that times, 1.5, that's going to equate to maybe 90 pips. You understand? So at 90 pips or lower than 90 pips, slightly lower, maybe 80, 89 pips or 88 pips, 88 point something pips, right? That is much better compared to 136 pips. And for the bigger boys that, have a little bit more in their account, they can do the 80 out at 1.2, which will give them around 118 pips, right? And 118 pips is still smaller than 136 pips. You understand? But if you guys really want to play like the bigger boys of the market, right, you need to start taking your stop loss that wide. And I'll explain why. If you have for this trade, for example, on this day, you see this day, for example, that price is going down, or this day that price is meant to go up, and your trading bias is to buy, for example, and then you bought at here, or here. Sometimes it happens you buy at a very bad place. If your stop loss is 30 pips, you got kicked out. And then price came up to, let's say, 200 and something pips. And then look at that reward. That 200 and something compared to 800 and something right here. That's, that's like a 2 to 4, 1 to 4. Or maybe slightly less, for that. So let me show you the most effective way that I have found. Now, I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody, and I'm not telling you to go risk your account and do some, Jackie Chan or some 007 James Bond move right here. If you follow this, you will perform a lot more better. Now, it's not an indicator for you to say, because this man has said this, you do this. No. This is my own bias, is my own opinion. I'm not stating it for you guys to say, take action on this. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt. This is the formula that I use and I find most effective for myself. My trailing stop. Now, a lot of you have this indicator. If you are not on the membership area, you won't understand it from this point on. But if you're in the membership area, you would have this indicator. I'll show you. Let this template just load for a second. So you would have these indicators and you will have this expert advisor. Now, the trick is you will have this expert advisor for you, right? This section of the code is available to everybody that has a membership. So far you have an active membership or two membership, not an educational membership, because keep in mind, there's two. You have the educational membership and then a tool membership. If you have the educational membership, you don't have access to this. If you have the tools membership, you have access to this. So which is the EA. Now, when you take your trade, whatever trade it is that you take, right? You want to look at it from this perspective. Your stop loss will always be ATR daily value. You understand? Now, what that means is in this trade, your stop loss right here, you have to set it to 136 pips. Now, because of this indicator doesn't read it like that, you have to put an extra 0 at the back. So every time you do your not indicator, EA, whenever you do your 136 pips or 120 pips or 30 pips, always add an extra 0 at the back, right? That's what your stop loss will be, right? Now, the next thing is your, what's it called? Your take profit. Your take profit would be the weekly time frame. So you go to the time frame, you go to the weekly, right? Now, in this case, the weekly time frame take profit is 319, right? So you will go here on your expert advisor again and do your take profit at 319 pips, right? So now, if you're looking at this now, this is not a 1 to 2 ratio anymore. This is like 1 to almost 3 ratio, 1 to 2.5. You understand? Now, your target pips to lock profit would be the same as your stop loss, which is 136, right? Because when market has moved 136 pips in your favor, then lock that profit. Now, what do you lock the profit to? This is where you go to your ATR again. ATR is wise in this case. You go to 4 hours. So you go to 4 hours. Just wait to that load. While that is loading, I just want to go get water. Okay. So on the 4 hours, what we see is 59 pips. So you scroll down again, and then you type in target to lock profit, 59 pips, right? Now, make sure, I always like it placed because I don't want it hidden. If you put it hidden, you won't see the stop loss. You won't see anything. You just see your entry, right? But if it's placed that way, you can see it and monitor what's going on. Now, the next thing is there's so many ways of trailing stop. Now, you have a classic trailing stop. You have a step kick distance, step by step. So classic one is a normal classic trailing stop you have on MT4. It just does exactly how you program it to. And step by step, it moves every single step along the way. So whatever you program the number to, it would start moving every single step. So at every single point, it would follow and mimic the market. But I like to do step kick distance, right? Now, step keep distance is basically if I have an entry at this point, right? If it's right here and I set my take profit, let's say right here, and my stop loss is right here. How to let me see. What's that thing? Okay, so let's say my entries here. All right, let me make that. Let me make that green. Right, that's our entry, right? Stop loss based on our ATR value is here. We're gonna put that red. Right. I'm gonna use this entire webinar just to focus on this stuff. I'm not gonna do any market analysis. Do whatever analysis you want to do, you know, and then apply this principle to it. I would say get a demo account and apply it on a demo account and see how it works for you on a demo account. Once you get the full hang of it on a demo account and you see the beauty of this stuff, then apply it to your live account and see what it is. Now there's greed that's going to come into play. Everyone gets greedy in this market. That's why we lose money. I'm going to talk about that. Don't get greedy in your trade. Don't get greedy. And I'm going to explain why. I'll go to the next one now. So let's say take profit is here. All right. I'm just going to make that, say blue or something like that. And that's pink, green, you know, blue. So pink is the stop loss. Green is the, you know, entry. Blue is the take profit, right? Now, what step keep distance does is this. Once I set it at 1-to-1 ratio, you know, the 1-to-1 ratio to lock the pips, it has to do the exact same value as the stop loss. Now, let's say this is the exact same value as the stop loss here. This is where the market is. At this point, it's going to lock me into the trade at my 4-hour take profit, my 4-hour ATR, which let's say is, for example, here. All right. I don't want to change too many colors, but not to confuse you, but let's do one last one for 4 hours, right? So now what's going to happen is at this gold line, I'm already locked in profit. Now, if you're on the Telegram, you always hear me say lock your trade in profit, right? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not telling you to close your trade. I'm telling you to move your stop loss into the profit. So you move that stop loss from where it is, wherever it is up here, and you move it all the way down to the green line. You understand? That's you locked in profit, which means no matter how the trade goes from this point on, from this white line, you've made that profit. Now, in the 4-hour time frame that we have on this, you've already made 59 pips, right? That's what it is. Now, if the market keeps moving and moving down and moving down, if the market has not done the exact value of your stop loss, which you have set at before at this point, from this point to this point, this stop loss will not move. It will stay there. Once it does up to that same value again, guess what happened? Your stop loss comes all the way down an extra 59 pips. Then you start the journey again. Now you've doubled your profit. And until this hits take profit, or until this kicks you out of the trade, you are always going to win. So what happens is if the market ends up not getting to your take profit or gets close to your take profit, and it's moved all the way down here again, and market decides to go all the way back up, by the time it goes all the way back up, it kicks you out here. You've already made this distance of profit. That's what step keep distance does. Now, on the classic way, when you're trading and you're doing the long-term trade, this is what everybody does, or most people do. We tend to wait. We don't move our stop loss into here. We move our stop loss and put it somewhere here. You understand? Just to lock us in. And then the market does all this and come all the way down here, almost hit your take profit, then run away and kick you out. And you'd be like, but I had this before. I could have made some money from this. I could have made some decent amount of money from this, but I let it go. That's what happened, right? So don't let the market take the money from you. Take the money from the market once the market is moving in your favor, right? So that's how you apply this. And I'll show you the full setting right here. So the next thing is your trailing stop. To do exactly what I've done here, to replicate it, you want to put your trailing stop at this value. You just want to sip water. Right. This thing is going to change your trading. If you use it, it's going to change your trading. Everybody wants to use the EA, asking me if I'm going to put the EA out. Next year, I'm going to be putting it out for the people that have registered for it. But it's going to be like me showing this screen live, maybe for 7 hours a day or 8 hours a day. So you can just be looking at the screen. And when you see it, take the trade, you take the trade as well. But while you have the access to this, You can utilize this with a strategy on the website and see how it works for you. I'm trying to teach you how to trade. My goal is to teach you how to invest your money effectively, not to spoon feed you and take you through everything, single thing, like give you signals. And I know a lot of you don't want that. You want to know how to do this thing by yourself so you can benefit yourself and your family. And this is a way that I know that works for me. I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to work forever or it's going to give you any results. But if you follow this, you're most certainly going to get another different results than what you're getting. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a good or a bad result. So don't quote me on that. I'm not saying whichever it's going to be, but you're going to get a result. There's always cause and effect, action, reaction. You're going to definitely get a result. Now, use your own consensus and make, your own stuff. So the next thing right here is your trailing stop would have to be at 136 pips again, right? That's what it's going to be at. 136 pips, right? And then your trailing stop step, you understand, is going to be at your 59 pips, right? So let me actually. So your trailing stop step will have to be that. I've already set this stuff from my EA. I have it on the template, but that's what it's gonna be. So you're gonna have your take profit as almost double in this case. In some cases, it's ridiculously higher. You understand? It could be doing a stop loss of, let's say, 100 pips, and the take profit could be 400-500 pips. So that's 1-to-5 ratio. You're gonna get those type of results depending on the type of asset it is. But this is a standard setup. Now you guys don't have this. I don't think you have this in this EA. This is the advanced section of it, which is the other section, and then you have the super advanced section, which is above that, which is if you want to do what's it called? If you want to edge your trade. But at the moment, you guys have this version, and this version is the most powerful version. I'm literally giving you guys the most biggest engine out of this stuff. This stuff might look as big or bigger than that, but if you don't take profit, there's nothing bigger than that. So take your profit. So your setting is take profit is your weekly ATR, stop loss is your daily ATR, your target pips to lock is your daily ATR, and then profit to lock is your 4 hours. Trailing stop has to be at step keep distance, and you do it at 1,000 at your daily ATR and your 4 hours ATR. And set that not to all open orders. Don't do that because it's going to do that across every asset. And keep in mind, every asset ATR value is different. So you don't want to do that. You want to do it to current chart only. And that's it. Boom. Now you have your own system, automated system. And if you use it wisely, you should be able to get some sort of results from this. I'm not saying a good or bad result because I don't want to be quoted for anything. But if you use your own strategy and mix this into it, you will definitely get a result. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it is, guys. And that's what I have for you in this webinar. Now I'm going to do other analysis because I've already loaded the COT and all of that stuff up. There is ridiculous amount of, opportunity this week. We have the dollar, NZD dollar. You can see that short looking in there. It's creeping up already. You got pounds having that short. Everybody's putting their order now. Last order before Christmas. See that short right there. So there's a lot of assets, moving. You can see that. Now we still have assets that we're trading for last week, gold and all of that stuff. I think gold now is different because it's now confused. So all your gold trade, you have to start looking at closing your gold trade out. Some of the trade last week, if it's not pointing towards your direction anymore, take out your trades and everything. But we've made some decent profit, so far. So that's what I have for you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you have any questions, message me on Telegram. Now there is a free membership that I've created for people that want to get dedication. Because I've been in Nigeria for a while now, and I'm understanding that a lot of people are complaining about education. And the best thing I can do is give you guys dedication, and I'm doing it for free. These stuff normally cost. I'll show you the price right now so you know. Because I'm in Nigeria, it's going to take me to the African section. For the people in Europe, you have a different section, so you're going to see different pricing and other stuff. But I think for my IP, it's going to take me to the what's it called? The Nigerian version. So let's go pricing. Oh yeah, let me just go to directly to pricing. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see that there's a set of membership that is there for you guys that will have access to. But for you guys, I want to get the education. I want to know more about the educational section of it. There's a code, right? There's a unique code that is still available right now. And you can go and get that code from the Telegram group. You want to get access to the Telegram group, just sign up here if you've never been here before, if you're new to this. And rather than you paying this amount of money for, I mean, this is for the tools, by the way. Rather than you paying this amount of money, this code is no longer active, I don't think. But the one that is on Telegram is active and live at the moment. You get that for free. You'll be able to get into the educational section and watch the videos on how I use the ATR. Watch the videos on the, the day trading indicator, on the COT, on the seasonality, and all of that stuff. I put it in there for you. I've literally put in my entire work of this, trading into that section of the site for you guys. So you can watch that and upgrade your skills and start implementing that with whatever strategy you're using, and you're going to get a result. I'm not saying positive or negative results. Remember, I keep saying that, but you're going to definitely get a results. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next webinar. Stay safe and stay dangerous. All right, guys, take care.